What's going on, everybody? It's Joel here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Legend bar from Hero Barbell. Alright guys, so Hero Barbell was a company that was born from the pandemic. A few dads in their garage just couldn't figure out a way to get gym equipment, so they decided to make their own, and that was the birth of Hero Barbell. I have right in front of me the Legend bar in both red Cerakote, and I have it in hard chrome. I've been using these bars for probably about a year and a half now, a pretty good amount of time. I've put them through their paces. I think out of all the bars in my gym, I've used these more often than pretty much anything else. If I'm wearing red that day, I'm gonna use the red bar, and if I'm wearing something neutral, I probably use the hard chrome version. And in the time that I've been using them, I think that they have been great barbells. Obviously, they're not the best barbells that I own, but for daily driver barbells and for the general population of people looking for a barbell, I think that these are gonna be great. I think they more suit a CrossFit person than somebody that's probably doing like just strict Olympic weightlifting or powerlifting, which these would just not be great for. Obviously, you can use them. They are a barbell, but they are not that great for those, or not as good for those as they are for CrossFit. So to start this video off, let's first talk about the technical specifications on the Legend barbells. So these are imported bars, but there are a few things that make them a little bit different than the typical off-the-shelf Alibaba bar. These do have a 215K PSI tensile strength, which for sure is not going to bend or break under normal circumstances. And in the time that I've used them, mine are both straight as an arrow. I barely even have any wear to the Cerakote of mine. I think there was a little bit chipping off over here on where the knurling is, but I've racked these bars and I've done pretty much everything that you could possibly do. I've deadlifted pretty heavy in these bars, and they are both straight as an arrow. I dropped them without any regard for barbell life. So you can rest assured that over the lifetime of these bars, if you treat them carefully or you treat them right, they should last you a lifetime. So like I said, the red Cerakote bar does have a little bit of wear to the Cerakote, and that's just the nature of Cerakote. If you're gonna rack it, expect that the finish is gonna come off. The chrome version, however, is like intact. There's really no damage at all on the chrome version. Even on the sleeves, there's like barely any sleeve wear on the hard chrome version. So if you're looking to keep your bar looking really nice, just get the hard chrome version. So these bars are marketed as 28mm diameter shafts, but when I came down to measuring them, the red Cerakote came in at 28.37mm, and the hard chrome version came in at 28.4, so a little bit closer to that 28.5 mark than the actual 28mm mark, and I think that's where that stiffness comes in. All right, so when it comes to knurling, I found that these barbells had pretty comfortable knurling. They're not gonna be on the aggressive side. They're not gonna tear your hands up for reps and reps and reps. But I found that there was plenty of grip, especially on the red Cerakote version, which actually has slightly more aggressive knurling than the hard chrome version. If you wanted something that had a little bit more of a laid back knurl, I'd probably go with the hard chrome version. You will definitely need some chalk on that one, but I feel like most people would actually rather gravitate to the hard chrome version at my gym than the red Cerakote version, which has a slightly more pronounced top to it. The hard chrome version, the tops are cut out just a little bit, like it has that volcano shape to it, whereas on the red Cerakote version, it's more of just like a diamond shape. And if you wanted more grip, you're probably gonna wanna go with one of the Cerakote versions, but if you wanted a pretty subdued knurling, then I would say go with the hard chrome version. Either way, I still really haven't found that these bars were slippery or slick or anything like that, and that also goes with the actual shaft themselves. The shaft on the coating on the Cerakote version is kind of more on the matte side. It's not that shiny or slick kind of Cerakote. And the same thing goes with the chrome barbell. It's a hard chrome finish. It's not polished or anything like that. So when you get sweaty, it doesn't want to slide off. Obviously, it will a little bit, but it's not the worst that I've seen. So what I think people are really gonna like about the Legend bar is just how much spin these bars have. They both have 8 needle bearings in total, so that's gonna be 4 per sleeve, and the spin on them is ridiculous. I'm just spinning these without any plates on them. If I put a plate on them, they'd spin forever, but even still, I'm probably getting, I don't know, 20 rotations out of it, maybe a little bit more than that. And the sleeve spins actually pretty smoothly. There's not a whole lot of play up and down. There's a teeny bit side to side, but it's not really gonna be that much of a detractor from the lifts that I think most people are going to be doing with these barbells. The sleeve surface is slightly ribbed, but it doesn't do a whole lot in terms of keeping plates on, and the way that plates fit on these sleeves is pretty tight. It's not the tightest that I've seen, but it's better than I've seen from most imported barbells. Another nice little detail that they've included on only the hard chrome version is this nice little stamped out hero logo that's kind of towards the end of the sleeve. And I at first was worried that that was going to make plates fit awkwardly on the barbell, but it really didn't do anything when I loaded this all the way up. And obviously both of these barbells do have a machined in groove on the sleeve shoulder so that you can put identification bands on it. Obviously they do come with color coded ones. There's a red on my red bar and there's a white one on my hard chrome version. And all of the other colors have matched bands as well. Since these are bearing bars, there's really no need for any kind of maintenance, but if you ever found yourself in a situation where you needed to take the sleeve off and maybe clean out the bearings, then you could definitely do so because they are only held on by just normal snap rings. You just get some snap ring pliers and you pop them off. But other than that, there's really no need for any kind of maintenance unless the bearings just completely get stuck. Otherwise, when it comes to just maintaining these in general, like I haven't even done anything to mine. Occasionally I wipe them down, but if you ever got any kind of oxidation, which can happen on Cerakote and definitely on chrome barbells, then you just take some WD-40 or some 3-in-1 oil, you just lightly oil it, maybe use a 360 barbell brush from Hybrid Athletics, and it should come out without any problems. Okay, so all in all, I've actually thoroughly enjoyed my time using the Legend bar from Hero Barbell. I think that these are great, just all around CrossFit barbells. And I say great CrossFit barbells because I think that they're really just good for CrossFit, maybe Olympic weightlifting, but the tolerances aren't like amazing on these bars. Like obviously we talked about how the shafts aren't 28 millimeters on the dot, but the weight of the barbells isn't quite on point as well. I measured the red barbell in at 43.9 kilos and I measured the chrome bar at 43.6 kilos. So a little bit off, and if you're really looking for weightlifting training or you're looking for a training barbell for weightlifting, that might be a little off-putting to you. Another thing to consider is that if you're looking for something to bench with, these bars spin way too much to bench with, in my opinion. I don't think it's gonna be safe to bench with these barbells. Obviously, there's exceptions to that. If you're not really benching all that heavy, then they're probably gonna be okay for you. But for all the things that you're gonna be doing in like a typical CrossFit workout or CrossFit program, I think these bars will handle everything really, really well. And for the price point that they're at, which is $270 for the hard chrome version and $300 for any of the Cerakote versions, and then also for the 15 kilo version, they're $270. I think these barbells present a great value. If you're looking for just something to throw around in your garage, maybe have a cool bar to store at your gym if your gym owner lets you do that, or even if you're a gym owner and you want to have some cool color bars in your gym and you don't want to break the bank, and you want barbells that people are gonna really enjoy using, and they're really gonna enjoy using these because of the amount of spin that's on them and the easy knurling that they have. So if you're looking for a cool looking and really fast spinning barbell, then I highly encourage that you look at the Legend Barbell from Hero Barbell. I think that it is great for pretty much everything that you could find in a box or you're gonna be doing in a box, but it's not gonna be amazing at some of the more intricate or heaviest lifts. So if you guys have any questions about the Legend Barbell from Hero Barbell, feel free to leave them in the comment section. And as always guys, please hit that like button, subscribe, and thanks for watching.